Hello everyone and welcome to Incubation. Time is running out. Incubation is a 1997 strategy game in which you control and manage a squad of, well, Space Marines is the best way to put it, I guess, and lead them through some fairly missions. While by today's standard the graphics may be dated, 1997 is more than 25 years ago, it's still great to convey the eerie and oppressive atmosphere of the environment, and the tactics, voice acting, and most importantly, story still remain superb. And frankly, I doubt anyone is subscribed to my channel because they expect AAA graphics from the games I show. I played this game a lot when I was younger, maybe 15 years ago. I even finished the game once or twice, but I never tried it on the highest difficulty, which is what we will be trying now. I'll be honest, I remember it being difficult even on the medium setting, so we are definitely up for quite a challenge. Now, at this point, I would usually try to explain the story or give you more of an introduction, but A, the game does a great job of telling the story itself via cutscenes and mission briefings, and B, I honestly barely remember it past the general premise, so I'm looking forward to unfolding it again with you. It's going to be like reading my favorite book again. A dark, oppressive, and terrifying book. Anyway, let us start by playing the intro and then we'll talk a bit about the mechanics before jumping into mission 1.
I know, Kelly. I know because you told me the story.
Really?
Yeah, about 5 times.
Well, what about the time when I ended up face to face with Larkurellis?
That one too, Kelly. Listen, it's nothing personal. You just shut up.
It's not my fault.
The stories are okay. I'm just not in the mood.
This damn station doesn't even have a damn gravitation system. We've been up here circling the stupid planet for months, and all we do is patrol walls. We've been on alert for weeks now, and there aren't even any good rumors. Oh, sure. The pay is great, but what good does it do me out here? I can't believe I haven't even been down to... What's the name of that stupid planet again?
Call it Skara.
Scale? Reddy, you think they got some ready women down there?
Kelly, man.
There's nothing but the best down there.
Sergeant Krieger is an asshole.
Yeah, well, he's an asshole who's been down on the planet.
Brown-nosing Krieger's never going to pay off, Kelly. If you gotta go after anybody's ass, I'd make it Captain Rutherford's.
Good morning, Corporal Brett. Isn't it a bit early in the day to be discussing career opportunities?
Good morning, Captain Rutherford.
At ease, and don't worry about it. I was concentrating so hard on the walls, I didn't hear a thing.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Corporal Kelly's going crazy up here. He keeps telling me he needs some horizontal exercise, if you know what I mean.
That's not true, Captain. All I need is some action.
Then I have good news for you. Pack your gear and rendezvous at the hangar. We're moving down to the planet.
Inside a week, the situation on Sierra changed completely. Mutations spread through increasing numbers of Sierra, turning them all into predators. Current populations are the repairs
Time to kick ass and take names, guys.
Right. You thinking what I'm thinking, Kelly?
Yeah? I got a pretty shitty feeling about this.
Scared?
Speak English, okay? We don't understand any foreign languages.
Yeah. Besides, it's just a feeling.
Like maybe something's really wrong here. It's a heap more trouble than usual for Chromos.
Hey, look, there's Captain Rutherford.
Okay, so now you understand the premise of the story. We have a city or a colony that's being invaded from an unknown amount of points with unknown amount of hostiles, and we need to do whatever we can to hold the city until the evac can happen. Now the situation is unclear at this point, but as you might guess, it's going to deteriorate pretty fast. Anyway, we are on the main map, a map which we are going to be using quite a lot throughout the playthrough. We have three options here: Supply Shuttle Alpha, First Action, and Secure the Halls. Each one of these has a different icon, and I'm gonna be speaking about them quickly now. So the green one is a cutscene which advances the story. The blue ones are basically a storage hub, or you can think about them as shops where you can equip your troops. Now, they don't always carry all of the equipment, and they are not always available, so you have to use them when you can. And be careful with what you're purchasing. And then you have red ones, which are your missions. So let's start by playing the cutscene. Then we can go into the Supply Shuttle Alpha, where I'm gonna talk a bit about the mechanics of the game, and then we'll start and finish the first mission, which is called Secure the Halls. Now, while the first missions are gonna be fairly easy, I'm gonna do my best to show off all of the mechanics there, because the game progresses quite quickly, and if you're not careful, you can get overwhelmed by mission 4, 5, 6. It already becomes pretty tough. So, first action.
All right, listen up. Corporals Caro and Kelly, your squads will follow me to the command center. Corporal Brad, your squad will make a tour of the work halls to the south and stay on your toes. If and when the halls are clear of Skager, form up with us at the command center.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is why we're supposed to secure the halls. Now let's go to Supply Shuttle Alpha and see what we can do with our troops before the first mission, because there is actually a couple of things that we can do. So, our squad currently consists of 3 troops: Brad, Vest, and Maxim. You can see that each one of them has skills. Brad and Vest has 0, Maxim has 1, and then you have experience points. Brad has 17, Vest has 12, and Maxim has 12. Now, as our troops are gonna get more experience points, they're gonna gain skill points. And the skill points are what you use to equip your troops. Now, each one of them has battle fitness, light weapon proficiency, heavy weapon proficiency, technical skill, medical skill, and leadership skill. Each weapon or piece of equipment has a requirement on one of these 6 stats. You can spend your skill points and sometimes commendations, which are bonus points, on your units or on your soldiers in your unit, and then when they have the actual needed amount of skill points invested in one of these skills, they can get the corresponding equipment. So for example, when you look at West, he cannot get an advanced combat gun because it requires 1 skill point in light weapon proficiency, and he has none to invest. While Brad has 0 skill points, but he already has 1 point in light weapon proficiency, so we're gonna give him the advanced combat gun. Why? Well, they start equipped with a light combat gun, which is a terrible weapon. The advanced combat gun is slightly better. I'm gonna show it in the first mission, but most importantly, it has a bayonet, which we can use to fight enemies at close range. If, and I hope that won't happen, but if and when our units are either going to get into close combat or when we run out of ammo, which can happen way easier. You can actually see the stats for the white combat gun over here, and when we purchase this weapon you will see the difference. So you can see that it has one more bullet in the chamber. It can shoot 3 times before it overheats, which is much better than the 2 that the white combat gun has. You lose 1 point of heat every turn, so you can effectively only shoot twice and then once every turn, and because you don't have a bayonet, the white combat gun is just abysmal. Maxon has 1 skill point available, so he can actually purchase the advanced combat gun even though he doesn't have the white weapon proficiency needed for it. We could alternatively give him light armor, which requires a bit of battle fitness, and that's all that we have available here. You could also get the scanning module, but that would require 2 skill points in technical skill, and we don't have that. And the white armor, while pretty effective for early game, is way worse than not having a proper weapon. So let's buy the advanced combat gun for him as well. Now we can also rename our troops. If you want to have a troop in the game, please let me know. I'll be happy to rename the soldiers to the first come first serve basis, or based on the first come first serve basis. Anyway, we finished the supply shuttle alpha, we saw the cinematic, so now let's secure the halls and actually see the next good feature of the game, which are the mission briefings.
Some Skager have shown up in the factory halls. Reports put the count at no more than a handful, which is good. My squad's too green for a real fight. They can use all the trigger time they can get. I still can't shake the feeling that we're in it deeper here than anybody knows.
I just love the voice acting, and Corporal Brad has an amazing voice actor. You'll see his desperation grow as we are going to progress. So, the mission here is find all Skager and kill them, and Corporal Brad must survive. If he is killed during the mission, it's game over. Now you also get these tips throughout or before every mission, introducing you to various techniques and things that you can do in the game. So here it's advising us to keep the troops together, concentrate our firepower, and these small lighter weapons can overheat quickly, so we have to pay attention to the heating. We can also find these ammo crates throughout every mission, which is good. That is good. So hopefully we won't even need that anyway. So let's continue and start the mission. So here we can position our troops, actually because we have 2 guys with the advanced combat gun and 1 with the light combat gun. I'm going to put that person in the middle so that we are covered from both sides with the better weapon. So now that we have actually deployed the troops, we can end the turn and start the mission. So the map, as you can see, is 3D, though I don't believe there are any actual, what you would call them, like floors. It's all just basic 3D map, but it is very effective at conveying the necessary message to you about your environment. So you can see that we already see 1 Skager over here.
No problem.
Each one of the troops has a set amount of action points that they can use. You can see on the floor how far they can go and what kind of cost there is. So if we move 1 step ahead, we will have 2 action points left. If we move 1 more step, we're gonna have 1, and here we will have none. We can also shoot at this point on the Skager, but you can see that the accuracy is not great. If you have full green, you have a 100% chance to hit. If you have less than full green, you can miss. So we'll see how successful we are going to be in this first shot. Now, again, pay attention to the white combat gun over here because the weapon is going to start heating up as we shoot, and that might eventually become an issue for us. Okay, so this first shot was very successful and we killed our enemy. I don't see any others, so what we're going to do here is I'm going to put my soldier West on defense mode. And now you can see this little shield, which means that he is automatically going to attack enemies that are going to approach. Now, however, his weapon already can shoot only once because it has 1 point of heat out of the 2 that the white combat gun has. Now, another thing that we have to pay attention to is the orientation of our troops, because they will only cover a certain arc, the arc where they are facing. So we can get ambushed from back, which is why I'm going to turn Brad around and have him cover this area, and I'm going to turn Maxon this way and have him cover this area. Okay, so nobody is attacking us. Let's end the turn one more time. Okay, so the Skager are not interested in moving against us, so we're just gonna be moving against them. So let us actually advance this way. I'm gonna take Brad and advance one step this way, and I'll take West and have him advance like so.
Here we are.
And defend that area. And you're gonna step back, but still defend here.
Yes.
Cool. So nobody is attacking us, which means I can put you guys here. I can put you over here and defend like this. And you can still defend here. Cool. I might be a bit overcautious here, but this is difficulty free. You can see that we have maximum difficulty, and the Skaker can actually kill your troops in one turn if they get close enough. So even in this first mission, we have to be really, really careful. Again, I might be overly cautious, but I don't want to get hurt. Okay, so here they come, and they were killed by West. Actually, this is another mechanic, or, it's not a mechanic. This is a thing that you can use to your advantage, because during the defense, they shoot, and then when the end turns, they lose one of that heat, so that you don't end up with an overheated weapon at the beginning of the turn, which is actually very useful.
Here we are.
Okay, so there's Skager over there. Let's try to kill him. Okay, so we didn't kill him.
Go play somewhere else.
Now we did.
Yes.
But there's another one over there which is gonna come at us, but I don't think he can reach us at this distance. So let's have Brad cover it like this. We're still gonna cover our back Maxon. Okay, good.
Yes.
So we're doing good, but Vest has only 3 bullets left in his weapon, and there's a crate over there. And there's still quite a lot of enemies. I don't think we need to... You have 7 bullets, and you got 8 bullets, so I think we'll be fine.
In position. What's up?
So let's advance like this.
Nice place you got. Really?
See if they take the bait and come to us. Yep, they are. Missed.
Ready.
Okay, the one is advancing towards
What's happening, sir?
West. I am deeply interested in getting him as much experience as I can, because he's the only one who has a terrible weapon.
Here.
The advanced combat gun, while not much better than the light combat gun, has a bayonet, which is a massive advantage, so we need to get one for Vest as soon as we can. Oh god, well, his weapon is now hot. If we shoot it again, it can jam, I don't want to risk that, so Brad... Yeah, you can see the difference in accuracy. It's just crazy between, these two weapons. The difference is amazing. Okay, we have enemies coming. You have one bullet left. I'm not gonna risk you getting murdered here. Okay, one disadvantage of the defensive mode, as they call it, the defense mode, is that they do not use the bayonet. So if they run out of bullets, they will not defend themselves using the bayonet. And even if the enemy is right in front of them, they are going to shoot at him. Otherwise, they wouldn't do that. If you attack a unit that's adjacent to you and you have a bayonet, the unit is going to use the bayonet. Okay, there's a Skinger over there. There's one more over here. I actually don't think we have a decent shot at this distance. So I'm gonna do it like this. You're gonna cover this area in case the Skinger gets close enough. And I'm gonna cover this one. Okay, goodbye. Okay, another one is dead. Oh, and then actually two more.
Yes.
We got only 2 bullets left at Brad.
What's happening, sir?
We have 1 bullet left at West. Okay, so we're gonna save that one. I don't think you shot at all
I don't know, sir.
in this mission. So let's just do it this way. Yes! Okay, he got him. Now you're out of ammo. But I think these are the 2 last enemies in the mission. Yep, we finished the mission. So, this mission was successful. We have 80 equipment points. That's one of the things that I actually haven't mentioned. You have a certain limit to what you can carry. Each weapon and each armor point, or each piece of armor, each piece of, equipment, medkit, whatever you, carry with you, costs equipment points. And if you go, actually you cannot go over the limit that you have. You can, however, get more equipment points from crates. So once we encounter more advanced crates, not the ammo crates, but there's a different type of crate. I think we're gonna find some in the next mission already. They can give us spare equipment points that we can then use to get better stuff. Commendations, we get none. I think we get these also from crates, but I don't remember. But these are the 3 skill points that I mentioned before. You can use them as a bonus in case you need to get your troops to get better equipment and they do not have enough skill points. Okay, so we killed 10 enemies. Losses none. I don't know what losses mean in this case. Oh, that's probably lost troops, not... yeah, we killed 10, lost no soldiers. In campaign, killed 10, lost no soldiers. And Brad killed 5, West killed 4, and Maxon killed 1 unit. So, we can continue, and in this next episode, we are going to have a mission enter another hole. So I'm gonna save it here and start the next episode.